Our next type of word problem is investments. Last year, Zach received $469.75 from two investments. The interest rates were 7.5% on one account and 8% on the other. The total amount invested was $6,000. How much was invested at each rate? So let's define our variables. What are we trying to figure out? Well, let's have X be our amount invested at 7.5%. And let's have Y be our amount invested at 8%. So now we need two equations. First one is going to be a little bit easier, so let's focus on that 6,000. How can we say we invested some of one type and some of another type, 6,000 altogether? So X was the amount we invested at 7.5%, plus Y, the amount we invested at 8%, and that's our total amount of money, 6,000. Now we want to add in our value. So this is kind of like a coin problem where we want to add in our value. So what was the value of our X? Well, the value was our 7.5%. So let's turn it into 7.5%, but we can't quite calculate easily with percents. So we want to remember, how can we put a percent into an equation? Well, we always have to move that decimal over two places. So 7.5% written as a decimal is actually 0.075. So let's add in that value, 0.075x plus our value of our y, we said was 8% as a decimal, 0.08y is equal to, what's the value of our interest? $469.75. So we've created our systems. Now we want to solve. I'm going to go ahead and solve by elimination. I'm going to multiply the top equation by negative 0.08 to get our y's to cancel. So let's distribute that for negative 0.08x minus 0.08y equals negative 480. Bottom equation, I'm going to keep exactly the same. Turn it into one big addition question. Adding those x's will end with negative 0.005x. Our y's will be eliminated, equals negative 10.25. Working to get x alone, divide by negative 0.005. And we get x equals $2,050. So we invested $2,050 at that 7.5%. Plug that into my top equation to figure out what y is. So 2,050 plus y equals 6,000. Let's subtract that 2,050 to get y equals 3,950. So writing our answer in words, looks like we invested $2,050 at 7.5%, and we invested $3,950 at 8%.